Good day, sir. I am Pastor Moses Ojo Chonemi God Special, the publisher of Global Christian Update magazine and the author of the book, The Coming Prophetic Colours of Islam and the Pathway to Birthing a New Nigeria. Please, sir, can you introduce yourself to us?
Thank you. Good morning, Pastor. I am Marcus Amang Avong by name. I'm the president of the Atakar community in Riom local government area of Plateau State.
Wow, sir. Can you tell us more about the present situation of the Atakar people in Plateau State?
The present situation of the Atakar people in Plateau State is that the people are entirely displaced from their ancestral land, and they are now taking refuge in neighboring communities in Jos South, Riom, Manchok, of course the Atakar in Kaduna State, Kaura, Kagoro, as far as, villages in Sanga local government of Kaduna State. Remember, Vom is in Jos South, Plateau State. Riom is in Riom, Plateau State. Manchok is in Kaura. Atakar is in Kaura. Of course, Kaura itself, all of them in Kaura. And then Kagoro, Kafanchan, all of them in Kaura, local, Kaduna State. Sanga in, Kaduna State, some villages in Nasarawa, up to as far as Abuja. You find our people taking refuge in those places. They are scattered all over these areas.
So when did this happen?
This started from 2013, but the last of those who left that place did so, I think, around March 2015.
So who are the one occupying those locations now?
The place has been taken over by the Fulani herdsmen. Initially, what happened was they turned the place into a grazing area, and then eventually they started building their houses there. So that is the situation.
Wow. What structure do you have, government structure do you have in Atakar before?
We had a government secondary school in Atakar. We had primary schools. We had health centers that were all government, structures. And of course, apart from churches, a church clinic in a part of, the Atakar villages.
So what of these structures? What is happening to them? Are they still functional?
Well, there's nobody there. The workers, everybody run away. The structures were demolished, and then any useful, building materials vandalized. Just like it was with our own houses.
So this is a pathetic situation.
Indeed.
So, sir, what effort have you made, in order to return back to your community? Have you made any effort to return back? You said it happened since 2012, 13.
That's right.
So that is close to how many years now? That is about 9 years.
About 9 years.
9 years now that you have been out of your ancestral home. So what effort have you made to return back to ancestral land?
About June of 2019, the Plateau State government celebrated the return of peace in Rion local government area. During that celebration, the commandant of Operation Safe Haven in Plateau State made a pronouncement that all indigents who had been displaced should go back to their ancestral homes. Quite a number of our youths responded to that pronouncement and returned back home, started their farming, But on 28th of August, that same 2019, they were attacked, and not less than 5 of them were killed. And of course, since then, everybody has been apprehensive going back. Nobody wants to go without adequate security, and the fate of those youths befall them any longer.
So what effort are you making towards returning? Are you, or you are just quiet? You've been displaced from your ancestral home. So, what effort are people making towards, airing your plight and seeing that you return back to your ancestral homes?
We've written letters to government, state government, asking for their intervention. And to the glory of God, sometimes it was the end of last year, specifically 15th of October 2020, the Plateau Peace Building Agency initiated peace and dialogue, discussions between the attacker and the Fulani, and then the attacker and their 10 people of Ganauri. That led to the signing of a commitment to peace agreement, which took place about 20th or 21st of December 2020. Not quite so long ago, I think around June or so this year, the Peace Building Agency, started the second phase of the negotiations. Just last week, during the celebration of the commemoration of during the 20th commemoration of September 7th, 2001, which is a day that has become remarkable. The state observes it because it was a day that the crisis of Jos, came up. So during that, celebration, we were told that the Peace Building Agency is working towards incorporating